The gripe he was getting for the past few days was the skin bundle that apparently went from $140 for this skin bundle, went down to $90, and then it went 40% off. That's what most people were pissed about. Like, all of us, we didn't give a fuck that he wore the hat that said making first-person shooters great again. We all agree that Call of Duty has been in a shit state for 10 years plus. Nobody cared about that. It was the skin bundle or whatever that he was bitching about. But I have this. I haven't listened to it yet, but we'll listen to it in its entirety right now.
Hey guys, it's Ian. You're probably tired of seeing my face by now, but I promise this message is going to be a little bit different than the previous ones. So I've got a lot of questions about what's up with the hat, why'd you wear it, what was the intent, and I want to start by explaining myself. It is really freaking hard as an independent studio to break through the noise. You go to these award shows. We saw it at TGA's. We had this great trailer, and there's 50 other great trailers, and didn't really have an impact. And so,
I will say this real quick. I think part of the problem with why he's doing this is he's been getting more exposure in the past week and a half than he's probably ever has in his entire life, and he doesn't know how to handle it or operate it. I think that's why he's going to social media as well.
Some people who are new to being like, on social media, it happens.
He doesn't realize it'll go away in 2 days if he just stops talking about it.
If you just shut the fuck up and didn't say anything.
At our biggest stage, coming out of beta, we needed something to grab attention. And the honest truth is, we tried to think of something, and this is what we came up with. We did not intend for this to be taken in any political way whatsoever. And I'm not an idiot. Like, obviously, I knew there would be some level of controversy, but we really saw this as a meme that was kind of stating our truth, which is we do want to improve this genre. We are disappointed with the state of the genre. And so we took it as a meme that we thought would not be nearly as received the way it was, negatively received as the way it was. And so I want to apologize. And genuinely, you can pretend, you don't have to believe me. But the truth is I am sorry. And the reason I'm sorry is because of what this has done.
This hurts,
to the
man.
community. The most important thing to me right now is I want to have an amazing community. That is the reason that I built 1047. That's the reason I love my job, is because I wake up every day. I have friends in the community, Mikavelli, Tovar, all these great people who I play games with, who I get their feedback, I talk to them. I mean, these are the people who got us through the dark times. And I hate seeing division. And that's what I'm seeing right now on both sides. There's division in the community. And for that, I am truly sorry. And again, I'll reiterate, I do stand by the intent of this, which is the intent.
If you see division in the community and you wanted to make a statement, and if you believe so strongly in a certain point of view, then why the fuck are you apologizing to the other side that you disagree with?
What a
apologies and admission of guilt.
What this guy's a fucking pussy.
all you did, you just got on your knees and let them just do whatever they wanted to in your face.
That's terrible, man.
That's
terrible because it empowers.
Thank you. That's all you did.
Well, and the thing is and after he wore the hat, if he would have just shut up, not said anything, whether you want to address the skin pack or whatever, separate that. You wearing the hat, if you didn't apologize to it, dude, so many people would have supported you and downloaded this game. The player base would have been through the roof and bought the hat. Yes, correct.
Sell it as merch.
Buying the merch as well. Yeah, like if they were like, we're gonna make this hat and we're gonna mass produce it, we're gonna sell it to you guys because we believe in this. This is like our true values. Like, this game had so much hype. People are looking for because Halo's dead. Halo Infinite's dead. Master Chief Collection, what are they doing? They're not playing like Halo 4, Halo 5. They're going back and playing Combat Evolved, Halo 2, Halo 3. People want the next great Halo-like shooter with a gimmick like Portal integrated into it. It's awesome. It's fucking awesome. People have been clipping the Splitgate betas for months now. And wearing the hat, you're only going to get people like us to mass download the game. And what does he do? He makes this fucking critical mistake of going out and apologizing to those fucking losers.
Never ever. Go ahead, Savvy.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, go to the private chat and I'll show you what type of person is the one complaining about the hat.
Guys, never ever to the up and coming creators out there, never ever apologize to a cancel mob, because if you appease temporarily the cancel mob, those people will stick around. But those are the people you don't want to stick around, because you're making yourself, you are creating an audience that you will be a hostage. They will make you a hostage of their sensibilities, and that will happen again and again and again. You have to apologize again and again and again until you will be completely someone else that you are not. And you'll be a hostage to that mask that you have to wear, and you eventually burn out. So,
and that's because of the cancel mob. That's how the cancel mob.
Don't ever do that.
That's how the cancel mob operates. They don't take an apology as like sincerity. They don't take it as like, okay, this guy genuinely is sorry, let's forgive him. The cancel mob is like, like Jed said, he admitted he's guilty. He admitted he's wrong. Now we're going to drag him through the fucking mud, and we're going to ruin his fucking life. And we're going to make sure that this game is never successful because he apologized. Nowadays, online with cancel culture, you can't apologize. You can't do it.
No, it's the same thing with, it's the same thing with Sydney Sweeney's mom, right? She had her hat that says make 60 great again. Everyone tried to cancel her. She didn't say jack shit. And people still bought her soap. I missed out.
All he had to do
Phil's
was
just coping about not getting the soap. He doesn't know.
You didn't get it, Phil? Oh man.
What's frustrating is there is in life and relationships, there's value in sincere apologizing. If you're a dickhead and you know it, and you did something where you screwed up and you know it in your heart of hearts, if I did something screwed up to Dan, I've apologized to people on this panel before because I said something in such a way that I was like, that's not how I meant it. I want you to know I value your friendship. That's not how I see you, that sort of thing. There's value in that. But now it's like people have skewed it so much with this social media BS that it's like it's like we've lost the value of apologizing. That's the problem with these online apologies. They're fake. He doesn't feel any differently about what he did. Internally, he doesn't feel any differently. All he's doing is trying to appease people to not get their wrath. That's all he's doing. It's all business decisions. It's all fake. And honestly, they don't even care about getting his apology. They care about him conforming to their will because they like being in control. And so that's just the frustrating thing. It's like there's power in like sincere relationships and apologizing and coming together. But this is none of that. It's all fake, and it's. But you do it in
private, right? Like, Johnny, you're saying like if you needed to apologize, or if anybody needed to apologize to somebody, you're not going to make a Twitter video saying I publicly apologize to Dan Vass for calling him gay.
Exactly.
Like you're not going to do that. You'll text them and say, "Hey, man, I said something I didn't really mean. I got caught up in the moment. Whatever. Hope we're good." But you don't blast it on social media.
Yeah.
There's a great quote from Christian.
I don't know.
Go ahead.
I don't know if anybody said it or not, but like the other part of this is like you're talking to a mob that doesn't even buy fucking games.
Yes.
Time and time again, we've seen them go out into a cause. We've seen these companies, movie companies, musician stuff cater to these people, and then their shit flops. Because the audience that they actually should have been talking to and actually interacting with were the people that weren't making them apologize for wearing a fucking hat. Like, these people aren't going to buy his game. There's going to be no spike in numbers. They're not going to celebrate or praise his game because they're not even fucking good enough to play it. Like, they're not actual gamers. They have no actual clue what actual gaming is like. And we've watched them time and time again destroy franchises because of this. And it was like,
they're just online and on Twitter just to get mad.
100%. That's all they're looking for, man. And for him to apologize like this, dude, and his apology was like, it's just so fucking fake, man. I was like, bro, you don't even mean it. Like, you're just fucking saying whatever somebody else told you to say, man. It's fucking embarrassing.
Okay, so basically this is a DEI group called Black Girl Gamers, and the original post that I'm quoting there is from Grums, and so they had made a post on LinkedIn, but the only important part is the very last paragraph where they said, our consulting services aren't just reserved for game development and narrative design. Even a short consultation can help ensure your output is reflective and mindful of the current climate and audiences. And if you go back to mine, I went ahead and just reminded everybody how obsessive they are. They went on Blue Sky, and then they have multiple posts about this. They also complained that there should be a warning about an anti-Japanese slur before a trailer, despite it being fitting for the time period. They also decided to shill their own hat, but they have to give it away because nobody will buy it. If you go down into the second tweet, though, this is what they do. They are...
This one?
Yeah. So well, that one just shows that they're just obsessing over it. The tweet on the very top, or the Blue Sky post on the very top, just says that, oh, it's got the anti-Japanese slur. And so they made multiple posts about it. But if you go to my second tweet, there's their thing. And then they had to give it away because nobody wants to buy it.
Oh, your second tweet, it's below?
Yeah. So now there's
the controversial hat is not even red. It's like...
No, it's not. It's black.
Yeah.
It's just a phrase. I was thinking of a red hat like Super MAGA.
Yeah.
Wow.
But
Makes blank great again is not one thing and shouldn't be one thing. It can mean a million things.
Yeah.
They need to calm their tits.
These are some tweets about how they operate. So the first one there is when I got my block. And so there was a company that just jokingly put jiggle physics into their character creator, and Black Girl Gamers threw a big shit fit saying boobs are a sensitive subject, blah, blah, blah. But if you go to the very last one there, they are the joke police. So somebody said, oh, hey, this is a joke about just saying, oh, I'd kill for a sandwich. We've all said that at least once in our lives. You're really thirsty. You'd say, I'd kill for a glass of water. No, they decide jokes can be in poor taste. Jokes can be racist. Jokes can be transphobic. Jokes can validate harmful stereotypes about marginalized groups.
Keyword is jokes.
Your racist jokes are funny, though.
Keyword is
hilarious.
Jokes.
And you guys remember...
If you're emotionally sensitive and mentally unstable to where you can't handle a joke, that's your fault, not mine.
Yeah, you shouldn't go to a comedy show like, you've seen like Dave Portnoy having an absolute fucking meltdown this past week with one of his employees who hosts a podcast.
Oh my God, that was terrible.
Bro, a Brazilian comedian was sentenced to 8 years in prison. I don't know if you guys heard about that. It's famously running around all over the world.
You got to be careful, Dan.
Crazy. It's crazy,
and there's going to be jokes that are based in stereotypes, but it's like, you're gonna why is my camera off? You're gonna hear jokes that are based in stereotypes, but it's like, how long have those stereotypes been around? Why are those stereotypes? Are they based in truth? More likely than not, yes, they are. But it's funny to point out when you're being comedic about it. That's the whole fucking point of jokes, okay? And if it offends you, that says more about you and the stereotype that is being joked about. Maybe you should do something about it. Instead of being offended, maybe you should actually take some accountability for it. You know what I'm saying? If it's going to offend you.
Exactly. This is why we always say Beardo eats corn the long way. Can't freak out, Beardo.
Well, and an interesting trend you see with these people is they're not very happy individuals. Like, we found it funny, they got offended by it. That's why we're happier than them.
They're constantly miserable. Anger management problems, depression, and other things where they just constantly complain about sadness. It is all over all of their pages. It is so predictable that I don't even need to see like the usual markers of a flag or watermelon. I can just go over to their profile, type in the word depressed or whatever, and lo and behold, here's a whole slew of them.
And sadly,
it's learned helplessness.
Yes. And those people are desperate to make you one of them.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
It's their only meaning in life, and accepting that, realizing and accepting that human nature, it's very liberating. And navigating life.
That's why they try to isolate you. They say, "Oh, your family and friends around you don't support you, but I support you." And then suddenly you become the depressed crowd that you are hanging out with. That's why these people are constantly just walking messes of hormonally imbalanced individuals who cannot think for themselves.
Yeah, the only way that you can vindicate your own feelings is by spreading your depression and your helplessness. Yes. That's a horrible mindset, and we used to diagnose stuff like this. Why would you want to spread your torment?
Yeah,
they want to normalize
just so you're not the only loser around.
Hey, they're the positivity pillars, though. They're all about positivity, and all they do is try to bring you down. It's great.
Spread cheeks, not depression.